Hello and welcome to our channel. Have you ever felt that awkward silence in a conversation and wished you knew exactly what to say next? Or maybe you've walked away from a meeting feeling like you didn't quite get your point across. You're not alone. The great news is that the skills to navigate these situations, often called soft skills, are something anyone can learn and master. Today, we're diving deep into the art of communication, breaking down the simple, actionable steps you can take to go from feeling awkward to absolutely awesome in any social setting, whether it's at work, with friends, or with family. Mastering these skills isn't just about being chatty, it's about connecting with people on a deeper level. It's the key that unlocks better relationships, career opportunities, and a stronger sense of self-confidence. Think about the most successful and well-liked people you know. What do they have in common? Chances are, they are excellent communicators. They make you feel heard, understood, and valued. They can explain complex ideas clearly and persuade others to see their point of view. This isn't a superpower they were born with. It's a skill they developed, and by the end of this video, you'll have the tools to develop it too. Let's start with the foundation. Why are communication skills so incredibly important? In every single interaction, you're communicating. Even when you're silent, you're sending a message. These skills are the bedrock of our personal and professional lives. At work, effective communication can mean the difference between a project's success or failure, or whether you get that promotion you've been eyeing. It helps you collaborate with your team, lead with clarity, and negotiate with confidence. In your personal life, it's what builds strong, lasting bonds. It's how you express love, resolve conflicts, and share your life with others. Essentially, your ability to communicate effectively shapes your reality and determines the quality of your relationships and achievements. So, let's break it down. Communication is more than just the words you say. It's a combination of verbal and nonverbal cues. Let's talk about the verbal side first. The words you choose matter, of course. Using clear, concise language helps prevent misunderstandings. But it's also about your tone of voice. Think about it. You can say that a great idea in a way that sounds genuinely enthusiastic or in a way that drips with sarcasm. Your pitch, volume, and pace all contribute to the message your listener receives. A calm, steady tone can convey confidence and authority, while speaking too quickly might make you seem nervous. Practice recording yourself speaking to become more aware of your vocal patterns. It might feel a little strange at first, but it's an incredibly effective way to improve. Now, for the part that often speaks louder than words, non-verbal communication. This includes your body language, facial expressions, and eye contact. Are you standing tall with open posture, or are your arms crossed and your shoulders hunched? An open posture invites connection, while a closed one can signal defensiveness or discomfort. Your facial expressions are just as crucial. A simple smile can instantly make you seem more approachable and friendly. It's a universal signal of warmth. On the other hand, a furrowed brow might suggest confusion or disagreement, even if you don't say anything. And let's not forget the power of eye contact. Making eye contact shows that you are engaged, listening, and confident. It builds trust. Avoiding someone's gaze can be interpreted as disinterest or even dishonesty. Of course, you don't want to stare intensely, which can be intimidating. The goal is to maintain natural, comfortable eye contact, looking away briefly from time to time. This balance shows you're paying attention without making the other person uncomfortable. Together, these nonverbal cues create a powerful impression that can either reinforce or contradict your words. Becoming aware of your own body language is the first step to using it intentionally to improve your interactions. One of the most underrated yet powerful communication skills is active listening. We often think of communication as being about talking, but true communication is a two-way street. Active listening isn't just waiting for your turn to speak. It's about fully concentrating on what the other person is saying, understanding their message, and responding thoughtfully. It means putting away your phone, turning away from your computer, and giving the speaker your undivided attention. So, how do you practice active listening? First, listen to understand, not just to reply. Try to grasp the full meaning, both the words and the emotions behind them. A great technique is to paraphrase or summarize what you've heard. Saying something like, "So, if I'm understanding you correctly, you're feeling overwhelmed by the project deadline," shows you're paying attention and gives the other person a chance to clarify. You can also ask open-ended questions that can be answered with a simple yes or no to encourage them to elaborate. For example, instead of asking, "Did you have a good day?" try, "What was the most interesting part of your day?" This simple shift invites a more detailed and engaging conversation, building rapport and making the other person feel truly heard. Building on active listening, we arrive at empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. It's putting yourself in their shoes and seeing the world from their perspective. This is where communication transforms from a simple exchange of information into a genuine human connection. When you show empathy, you validate the other person's feelings, even if you don't necessarily agree with their viewpoint. It builds trust and psychological safety, creating an environment where people feel comfortable being open and honest. How can you be more empathetic in your conversations? It starts with paying attention to those nonverbal cues we talked about earlier. Notice their tone of voice, their facial expressions, their posture. What emotions are they conveying? Then, acknowledge their feelings. You can use simple phrases like, "That sounds really frustrating," or "I can see why you'd be so excited about that." This doesn't mean you have to solve their problems. Often, people just want to feel understood. By reflecting their emotions back to them, you show that you're connected on an emotional level. This fosters much deeper and more meaningful relationships, both personally and professionally. Empathy is a core component of emotional intelligence, a skill highly valued in every aspect of life. Finally, let's talk about confidence. All these skills using clear verbal language, positive nonverbal cues, active listening, and empathy come together to build your communication confidence. When you feel confident, it shows you speak more clearly, you make better eye contact, and you're not afraid to express your ideas or ask for what you need. Confidence isn't about being loud or arrogant. It is a quiet self-assurance that comes from knowing you have the skills to handle a social situation effectively. But what if you don't feel confident? The old saying, "Fake it till you make it," actually has some truth to it. By consciously adopting confident body language, standing tall, making eye contact, using open gestures, you can actually start to feel more confident. This is sometimes called power posing. Before a big meeting or a social event, take a moment to stand in a confident pose. It can make a real difference in your mindset. Furthermore, preparation is key. If you're nervous about a presentation, practice it until it feels second nature. If you're anxious about a networking event, think of a few conversation starters beforehand. The more prepared you are, the more confident you will feel. Remember, confidence is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Every conversation is an opportunity to practice and grow. So, to recap, becoming a master communicator is a journey, not a destination. It starts with understanding the crucial role communication plays in our lives. It's about mastering both your words and your body language to send a clear, consistent message. It's about shifting from just hearing to actively listening, making others feel valued and understood. It's about developing empathy to build deeper, more authentic connections. And it is about building the quiet confidence that allows you to navigate any conversation with grace and ease. Don't be overwhelmed by all this information. Start small. Pick one skill to focus on this week. Maybe it's making more conscious eye contact, or perhaps it's practicing active listening with a friend or family member. Just choose one thing. Once that feels more natural, move on to the next. Remember, every expert was once a beginner. The path from awkward to awesome is paved with small, consistent efforts. You have the ability to transform your social skills and, in turn, transform your life. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you found these tips helpful and feel inspired to start your journey toward becoming a more effective and confident communicator. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content on personal and professional growth. We'd also love to hear from you in the comments below. What communication skill are you going to work on first? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.